So, warm-up's all done. We're gonna do this. Keep in mind that this bar is it's a straight bar, so I might not be able to pull as much slack as I would like as I would like to when I'm doing these deadlifts. Needless to say, it just means that we're gonna have to straight power output it at the beginning, and hopefully we can get it up. It should be relatively similar because I think I've been using a straight bar, and I think it's more just like a mental game. So, anyway, who knows? Maybe this will just make us better at doing the normal bar in the first place if we do these. Brother. There you go. I'll move this down a little bit. Seriously. There you go. That should be better. Yeah, I can feel that even in just picking it up. That there is little to no slack in the bar. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do some uh, pulls this. I just do as many as I can with this weight. That should be good. Just because 4 plates is super super heavy in comparison to other weights that I've been doing. And then we'll do some RDLs after this, and then some curls, hamstring curls. Ow. Ow. It's like the other part of like the thing that really sucks is like pulling, especially on a bar like this that has like the grit. It hurts. And more of the not force, but like more of the pressure is felt in your hands, if that makes sense. So I can't exactly like I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. Because when I deadlift with other bars, I don't feel it in my hands. If I feel it anywhere, like pressure wise, it's in my wrists and in my shoulder joints. If that makes sense when I'm picking up the weight. Because after I've picked up the slack, my shoulders are like the things that are kind of like have to roll back, and if I don't, then I'm like it's essentially getting like pulled or tugged. And so I feel it there, but with the straight bar that doesn't have any slack to it, there's no like it's evenly spread, if that makes sense, the distribution for the force. So there's not really much else place. There's not really somewhere else for it to go except for my hands. So I actually think we're just gonna call it there and just do some like really heavy RDLs because if I go any more, then it's just gonna waste energy. That is really not like it's not really making much progress because I've done 4 plates before. So let us go do some RDL. Alrighty. So we got our normal weight on here. I was honestly kind of debating whether or not. Oh no, we can't go over there because I don't have the regular ones. There's our normal weight. The reason I'm putting my normal weight on here, well, one, I want to try and see if I can do it. But also because these plates are metal and they're shorter, so the range of motion that I'm getting doing RDLs with this is a lot smaller than I'm used to. So hopefully that like hopefully that kind of like compensates for the fact that this is a straight bar, and it'll be a lot harder to pick up. A little bit. We got 6. So we'll do one more on camera, one more off, and then we'll go do some hamstring curls. I apologize for the stuffy nose. It is in fact very cold. He's a tad slanted, I'm realizing, but it's whatever. Nah. And the stupid weights for moving. Alrighty. We'll do one more off camera. Okay. I think today would probably be like a good time or a good day to talk about. I think something that holds people back a lot is they think that the end all be all is the equipment that they have. So whether that's not having access to a gym, you know, not having access to certain things like a belt or knee sleeves or whatever it may be that they feel like they need. I'll put it here. Right, people think that like just because they don't have access to certain things that they're not capable of improving a certain way, or And I want to let you guys know that like you can in fact make progress and not have everything that you want, right? You don't even necessarily need a gym membership to lose weight. I know that I preach coming to the gym and but the gym is more so like it's more so a space where you can kind of like it's a space where you know what you're supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. It's kind of like if you've ever been to school or if you ever go to work, you know that what you're doing at those places is a specific thing, right? You have some form of structure, some form of plan of what you're going to do that day to get better, right? Or to, make money or whatever. And so coming to the gym is kind of like it's a space where you can put your brain in this spot where it's like, okay, we're here to improve, we're here to get better, we're here to push ourselves, and whatever comes of that is good. But you don't necessarily need to have a gym membership to improve. All coming to the gym is doing is letting your brain know when you come to this place, this is what we're doing. We're going to be putting ourselves through some form of discipline, some form of exercise, anything like that. But you can achieve results just by using the stuff that's around, your house. Like if you have a spot where you can do pull-ups, you can do push-ups, you can do sit-ups, maybe going on a run for a around your neighborhood. All of those things, or going on a walk around your neighborhood, all of those things are things that do contribute to, your progress. You don't necessarily need fancy equipment and all this stuff to make progress. Does it help? Yeah, of course, because you're setting yourself up for success, having access to certain things that might not be as easy to replicate at home. But is it necessary? Not really. I started out with some like cheap 40-pound dumbbells and like a makeshift bench, and all I would do is I would do push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, as many as I could, and just progress that and see how many I could do, and then I would finish it off with like a run, and that was my workout. But I was progressing at that, and doing something like that allowed me to, if anything, like I'd recommend you start out that way, because doing that allowed me to form some form of base, some form of understanding of what it's supposed to look like, what structure is supposed to look like. That way, when I came to the gym, I didn't have to worry about, okay, well, what is this supposed to look like? Is my form doing okay? You know, because I had already sorted all that stuff out at home. So I could just come to the gym, and it was kind of like me coming into Candyland and being like, oh, now I have access to all this stuff that I didn't have access to before. It's amazing, right? Now I have all this new stimulus that I can use for progress. So don't set like a boundary for yourself, and don't think that like, oh, just because I don't have a gym to go to on a daily basis that like I can't make progress. No, you just have to make sure that like when you do exercise at home, that you're holding yourself to the same standard as if you were going to the gym, right? Just because you're doing push-ups doesn't mean you stop at 20 when you know you can do 50. No, you do the 50 because you know that that's what's going to help you progress, and you know that's what's going to, you know, allow you to make the change that you need to make. So, just letting you guys know, because I know that it's easy to get caught up in like wanting, you know. I was that kid that saw like the fancy equipment, and I was like, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. But it's not necessary. You don't need it. It's nice to have, but like it's not gonna be the thing that determines whether or not you make progress. So I don't think I've ever done the full stack of this before, but we are going to try. So. Alrighty, we'll do one more off camera, or no, two more off camera, and then we'll go do some calves, and we'll go check things out. Alrighty, we're not gonna go too hard on the calf machine here, just because, what's it called? These are new shoes, and my girlfriend just bought me these, and I don't want to crease them. But we'll still go pretty heavy. We'll just leave it at that. And it should be relatively light for me. It's only 300 pounds. It's not a lot of weight. Alrighty, let's go check things out. Alrighty, this is how we're looking today. Pretty good. We're kind of behind on meals, so when I get home, I'm gonna have to kind of like stuff myself, but it is what it is. Let me move this a little bit. But hopefully, you guys can understand where I'm coming from with the topic earlier. If you did enjoy the content, please drop a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.